Hi everyone, welcome back to Cunning Sense. Wrath of Tezca is what I'll be talking about today. It's a new turn-based fantasy game on the Wax blockchain. You know, I love my Wax games. But it is just, they just have the pack sale. There's no gameplay or anything yet. I did record me opening a couple chests, but I know that watching me open wasn't that fun, so I've just recorded it so everybody can see the graphics and animation in case they decide not to, and then I'll cover what I got from it. I did purchase a couple things as well, but it looks like they're gonna start instant missions, and this month soon they're gonna start the stress test. I'm hoping I can swoop in and get a token without having to buy one, because people are trying to flip them now and get early access into it. But if not, I'll get it when everybody else does. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, this is the website for Wrath of Tezca. You all can go there. It just is a good starting point. Like I said, fantasy turn-based game. So, this is what I mainly wanted to show. This will be the graphics of the game, it looks like. If you read about them, it says that they originally planned on releasing the game on Steam, and then ultimately decided not to do Steam and release it in crypto, and decided on Wax to do that. Now, I'm happy with their decision. I'm getting into crypto games a lot, and crypto in general, but I feel like I love being able to own my assets in the game instead of it just dying and me putting the game away on a shelf. If I ever get tired of playing Wrath of Tezca or Splinterlands or whatever, I like having the option to sell the things I've earned to other people so that they can use them after that, and I can make money back on the game that I bought. But this is the team. I do really like projects that you can see the team on. They're up front about it. So Sam is actually pretty active in the Discord. He's commented on everybody's stuff. But the rest of them are there that show their pictures and a little bit of background about them. I won't read the roadmap to you, but that's the basic roadmap. The overview is they just had the sale. Soon we'll be able to do instant combat missions. Beginning of next year, they'll start the beta for the 3D combat, and they'll introduce blessings. So this month is when they said in Discord you're supposed to be able to start the instant missions. They're going to do the stress test first and then start it. So that'll be good. And by the end of next year is when the land sale will happen, and this game should be at that point ready to take off from where it's at now. So now I guess it would be the alpha stage, maybe beta, depending on where you put that. And I'll link the website and the white paper page below. I won't read all. I think there's like 32 pages in the white paper. But this was the odds they gave on the chest. You can still purchase the chests, as always with everything, on Atomic Hub. I think the epic chests are up to 75, 80 bucks now. I kept one epic chest I did not open, just in case this takes off whenever they start the instant missions and people start paying a lot. I will flip that for hopefully more than everything I spent on the game so far. That's the dream anyway. But that's the rarities. They aren't bad. The blessed chests were promo chests they gave out, but you had to get the mythic chest to get the mythical soldier, and to get the mythical soldier you had to get a legendary. And if you rolled legendary, 23% to get an upgraded soldier. I did not get a mythic, unfortunately. So this is something that took me a bit to figure out. There's 10 attributes, but as far as I can tell, each one will have either a magic attack or a physical attack. That's me assuming the way the combat will work, and based upon the symbols on the cards, which I'll get into. And then after that, they have 2 major stats, and then some of them will have some minor stats, and the rest will be like the default level for that level of card: common, epic, legendary, mythical. But that's the breakdown of the stats. That's also found in here. And this is the part I found interesting. They are not taking any. They don't have any Tezcoin in the development team's wallets. They're releasing the entire supply. So I was curious as to how exactly they're going to make money on the game. I didn't know if they were going to be taking a couple mythic chests, or, you know, just go ahead and give themselves some mythical characters, but it looks like they're not doing that. And I believe it gets into it. Yeah, redistribution right here. 2% of every fee once they get the game going will be the developer fee. So 2% of every transaction will go back to the developers, and that's how they'll be making their money on the game. Because I'm assuming they'll be playing it as well, but 2% of every transaction. They reiterate a lot in here. No seed investors, dev team wants everybody on equal footing. All of that stuff. But so it's good they're not taking anything extra, and I was just curious as to how exactly they plan on making money on the game, and that's it right there, the 2% development fee. Which again is fine. So out of every transaction everyone makes, 85% of it will be kicked back. So there should be a slow burn off of Tezcoin. And they do have a chart in here somewhere. Here. Reward a day. I don't think they've decided exactly how they're going to redistribute this. Yeah, possible reward. Yeah. So as the days go on, depending on the sync rate they have, it looks like that should go down, which makes the most sense. But either way, 2% per transaction is how they're making money, and we'll see how profitable it is. Tezcoin may, you know, be another small crypto that basically is just in-game currency because it won't be worth anything outside of the game. Which, if the game's fun, is fine with me. I'll keep playing it. Now we'll get into some of the current prices. So this will probably come out when I'm on vacation. But the short version is, at the current price, it looks like, I mean, there's not very many of these for sale. Chests in general. Epic chests, though, there's even less of. But they're currently going for 75, and that is around what they're selling for. It looks like they've been selling for about, they've been creeping up, but around 70, 73. And soldiers, this is common soldiers. I bought a couple goblins specifically for $4 on, I think it was $4, pretty sure it's $4, on the release night after I opened the chest, just because I wanted to round out my team for what I thought. I think I've clicked always approve 100 times now. Good graphics. Feels cool. Slow, but most things on the wax blockchain are. So there's one comment. Oh shit. There we go. We finally got there. It took far too long. We'll see if it actually, you know, loads this time. It doesn't just give me the spinning circle of doom. Common. Ooh. That was legendary. Another. Getting some legendary equipment. Only one person so far. Legendary person. Bunch of legendary equipment. One guy left somewhere. Give me that mythic, baby. Okay, it's done, so I missed a guy in there. I didn't see a bright blue person, so probably not a mythic. I bought the Tezca Tribe NFT. Hey, I like it. I think this game, it looks like it's going to be great. I hope it's as great as it looks, personally. But I bought the Tezca Tribe NFT. It looks like, based on the Discord, if you have this, then you get a bunch of crafting equipment whenever the game goes live, or when crafting goes live. I don't know if I'll have to burn this to get it or not. We'll find out. I'll probably weigh my options. I mean, I guess I can always just save this and make it my desktop, but I like being able to hold on to it. I'd like to be able to keep it, but we'll see. But, you know, 7 shoulder armor. So it looks like my armor loot, I did get, like I said, some legendary stuff. But it looks like, numbers-wise, I won't click through all of that. Those are pretty even as far as distribution. I got the most armor, but all the rest of it was pretty even. So this is what I ended up with. I ended up with 9. I went ahead, I looked, and it looks like there was 2 trolls, 2 different named trolls, 2 different named orcs, and 2 different named goblins. And I decided I wanted to have one of each, just in case, you know, so that I could make the game work the way I wanted it to and have more options. Because it may come out that this guy, which is the only one with the highest speed there, for common anyway, looks like his speed is higher than his, but this is the only one that's got the speed as the main stat, so that might end up being a super overpowered one, and nobody knows yet, so I wanted to get my hands on one of each. And I did have doubles from the drop, like I got 2 epic troll Hulkins, and I got the troll Tremali as well. I only bought these 3 commons. The rest of these are my rewards, so I'm pretty happy I only got 1 common from rewards. But I went ahead and bought those to round it all out, and it looks like you'll be able to send them out in teams of 4. I don't know if 4 is required or if I can send 1. Either way, I can send out 2 teams and do 2 instant missions at a time. I don't know if there'll be a time limit. We're going to find out. But, like I said, wanted to have one of everybody. You know, gotta catch them all. And hopefully have a well-rounded team by the time the game goes live. This is the trailer. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it while it's playing in the background. All in all, I think the graphics are gorgeous. I think they might need to add a little bit to the land, but the characters themselves, if they decide to go with stick with just the orcs, trolls, and goblins, I think the game looks good. I think the land looks good. I just, you know, want to see the variation in different land types, because they're talking about 6 different types of land, and I want to see if environmental variables come up. They're pretty open to input on Discord for what everybody wants it to look like, and they asked for input for thoughts on the game, and what the players want to see, and all that kind of stuff, and they seem open to it. He comments on it and says that's a good idea. Let's bring that over to the dev team and see what they think, and we'll talk about implementation of it. But all in all, I think the game looks good. It looks like it'll be fun. It was pretty cheap to get into. Well, I mean, it was free because not free, it's $250, but I sold the land. So selling the land allowed me to get in there. Hopefully that doesn't turn around and bite me in the ass on the backside, but we'll see. The game itself, I think, will be fun. I loved Final Fantasy growing up. It was a great game. Played it constantly. So hopefully it continues getting, this game continues going and getting better. That's all from me. Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.